today. So good evening, everyone. We're recording, and may I request you to please open your RStudio, and you should be having this. Okay, please chat if you have any questions about this interface. Okay, I hope those of you who have been using this for the past term, let's bear with those who are new to this. Okay, we will have to temper our pace so that our two new classmates can keep pace with us. Okay. Unfortunately, I cannot really immediately jump into time series analysis, as I said, because I'd like to first go through the fundamental steps. Okay. So those of you who already know this, I hope you bear with us. Okay. So if you don't have this, interface, there are four window panes here. This is your source window. This is your environment window, your console window, and this is your files, plots, and packages window. Okay. Most probably, some of you have a different color scheme, different font, different theme. So how do you change it into a theme like this? You just go here to tools, tools here, tools. On the tabs here, file, edit, code, and then tools, and then click go global options. And then here you have on the left here you have general, code, console, etc. Okay, we go to pane layout. Okay, quick review. Pane layout. So you have here the four pane layouts. So how it is arranged here is how my RStudio is arranged. My R script is arranged here. So the default usually is that the console is over here. So this is how it appears when you first open your R. But we want the console to be on the upper right. So we can just click this and choose console, and automatically wherever console was will be exchanged with the one that was here. Okay, so we now have source, console, environment, files, and plots. So these are the four panes. Sometimes you will only be able to see maybe two, or maybe one, or maybe three. It's just a matter of adjusting the sizes of this. And if you want to change the appearance, then you go here to appearance, and the default is this one, Chrome. This is the default. Okay, Chrome or Clouds, I think. Maybe it's Chrome, I think. This is the default. Okay. Warning lang, class. Okay. Warning lang, kasi kanina pa, I have been experiencing the connectivity to be off and on. I don't know what's wrong with this. Maybe it's the LAN. So if I accidentally got cut off, please wait. No? Please wait, because we will have full session for today. We already missed last week, and we will have to discuss how we can make that up because of the no classes. All right. I think my screen is not sharing because every time it stops. Okay. So you have this. As I was saying, I don't know where I was cut off. So let me just repeat this. Pane layout, we would want the console to be on the upper right. Okay, of course, the source will be on the upper left, and then environment below source and files below console. So, okay. Okay, sorry, let me check if I'm still recording. Yeah, okay, I'm still recording. And then going back to tools and then global options, I can change the appearance. As it stands right now, it's my theme is Cobalt, this one. I prefer this because it's easier on the eyes as compared to Clouds or Chrome. Okay. And ambience can be quite too dark for me. So it depends on what you want, but I'll just use Cobalt, and I hope it's okay with you. Tell me if you're having difficulty seeing my screen. Okay. So we now have this. Okay. May I have your confirmation? Paki-chat, please, if you were able to follow. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand or to ask questions. Please do not hesitate to ask questions. Okay, your master students, we're co-learners here. I'm not totally responsible for your learning, of course. This is already master level. I'm sure you have you will also be partly responsible for your learning. Okay, kindly chat please if so far the pace is okay.
Sir,
Yes. Yes.
sorry. How do you
Yes.
move the console again to the right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Who's that?
Renzel.
Ransham. Okay, so thank you, Ransham. Okay, to move your console to the right, okay, so you go here to tools, and then global options, okay, and then you go here, pane layout. Okay, and then on the upper right, you just click console. So if your console is not here, just click this and then look for console and then click it. Okay, so it will exchange with the other one, the original that was here. Okay, Renzel, did that answer your question?
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sige. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
I would just like ask, kasi yung console ko po, meron siyang details. It's not,
Okay. Sige, sandali lang ha.
ay,
Sige.
okay.
I would request you to show your screen, no? So, si Rose ba to? Rose, could you kindly share your screen, please? And thank you for these questions because I know maybe not at this point, but let's do exercise. Let's develop that habit of asking questions. And if I know it, then I'll answer. If not, I'll try to research how to answer that. Okay, very good. Thank you, Rose. Now, if you open R, there will be this introductory notes here. So it says here, dun sa console ni Rose, R version 4.4.1. Okay, Race for Your Life. This is the name of this version. Okay, copyright 2024 because every now and then, every quarter, R creates a newer version of R. Okay, so it's just information about your R. Okay, if you want to remove this, Rose, kindly on the upper right, you can see there the broom. Upper, dun sa console, ano natin, console window. Yeah, makikita, you can see the broom there on the right. Baba ka. No, not that one. Baba, below that. Yan, di ba may broom? Yan. I-click mo lang siya, mawawala yon, no? Mawawala yon. Okay? Parang ano lang siya, parang introductory introductory remarks. Okay? Did that answer your question, Rose?
Yes, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. So don't worry if you see that, okay lang yon. Walang problema dun. Okay. So let me okay, thank you. I'll share screen again. Okay. Now, most probably, if you take a look at the upper right section of our above the console window pane, you can see here our project, okay, and then none. Okay. Now, this is the worst way. This is not a good way to create files, to organize your files in R. Okay. So what we'd like to do now is to create a folder so that we can create an R project out of that. Okay, and then I'll explain why it's very important. Now, in your computer, just choose whether it's in your documents or in your desktop, in your drive, wherever. So wherever you would want to store the notes or the files that we're going to generate in this subject, please create a folder. Maybe let's name it MCF212. Okay. MCF212. MCF212 is the name of our subject, right? Am I right? MCF212M. Maybe you would want to, or time series analysis, time series, whatever, depends on you. All right. So once you have created this, open that folder. Okay. I hope you saved it or you opened it in a location that you will remember. Okay. Or that you use often for you, that's easily accessible to you. Okay, and inside that folder, let's create another folder. Let's call that folder the EDA, maybe SQL-EDA. Okay, so this is structured query language and exploratory data analysis. So inside the folder MCF212M, you have another folder, SQL, and then -EDA. If you're done with that, kindly chat, please, for me to know if you're done with that. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now, as I said a while ago, what's important for us is to be able to save our files in an R project, and the rationale will become apparent when I explain more. Okay, so going to our, this is, as I said, this is our, maybe I'll just write it, source or script. Okay, you call this source or script window pane. This is our console window pane. This is our environment window pane, and this is our files, plots, packages window pane. Okay, so our objective is to be able to create an R project for every topic that we're going to discuss. So for the next 2 weeks, we'll just go with the SQL and exploratory data analysis. We will start time series, depending on our pace, maybe half of next week, okay, so that we can already focus on the main topic, which is time series analysis. So for now, we'll just go through and learn some very important concepts about R and structured query language. Okay, so once we have created that folder, we're going to create an R project. Okay, so go here to File, okay, and then New Project. Our file and the new project. So click this. And then you can see it's the code is new project. It's creating a new project. Okay. All right. New project, and this is the wizard. Okay. So either we create a new directory for our project, or we can use an existing directory. Now we have already created a directory for our project, and that directory is your SQL EDA. Okay. So we're going to use that SQL EDA to create our new R project. Okay. So let's click this. Click this existing directory. All right, then let's kindly browse, please. Browse. Okay, let me cancel this first. Let me check if I don't think I have already created on my own. Wait. Okay, then it's here in my desktop. Okay, desktop. Okay, so I created this. I think I made the wrong R projects. Should be MCF212. Never mind, MCF212. So if I click this, okay, then I should create here another folder, new folder. I'll call it EDA SQL, structured query language. So this is what I requested you to do. Okay, then I'll go back to my R. Okay, So once again, file, new project, and then existing directory. I'll browse, okay, I'll browse. It's in my desktop. I saved it here, R projects, then MCF202, it should be 212. Open this, and then I'm going to, okay, click this, double click or open, there. Okay, and then check, please, go here, click the users, okay, and make sure that you have here EDA SQL, if you named it such a while ago. Okay, in my case, I'm okay.
Sir,
It's,
sorry.
sorry.
Sir, sorry. Dun pa lang po dun sa MCF212M.
Okay, sige.
Sa console ko po kasi, it says object not found.
Wait, sige. Let
Opo,
me stop share, Rose. Sige. Thank you for that question, Rose. Sige. Can you
Sorry.
share? No, it's okay. It's okay. Please don't say sorry. No, we appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Sige. That's what I want, no? Kasi please do not pretend na na ganun yung nangyayari.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So sandali
Opo.
ano mo nga muna yan, yan, clean mo muna siya. So, tapos ano yung naging problem dyan?
When I type po yung, sir.
And, yung pagka-type ko ng MCF212 dyan, it was only to guide you kung ano yung name ng folder. Okay? Yeah, it's not a code that we're going to run. So, sinulat ko lang yon so that you know the title of the folder. Okay, talagang mag-error siya kasi wala namang code na ganyan, no? Okay, Rose?
Yes, sir. So, ano po ba dapat?
Sige, punta ka, nag-create ka na ng bagong folder. Have you created a folder?
Yes, sir.
May I see that folder? Tingnan natin.
Ito po, sir.
Sige, open mo yung ano mo, yung directory mo, kung asan yung folder na yun.
Sorry, saan nga po yung directory, sir?
Saan mo sinave yung yung folder mo?
Dito po.
Sige, buksan mo siya. Tingnan natin. Nasa C ba? Nasa documents
Desktop
mo?
lang po.
Saan? Sige,
Sa
sige.
desktop po.
Can you show that? I-minimize muna yung R mo.
Wait lang, sir.
Sige. It's okay. Minimize mo yung R mo. Rose?
Wait. Yes, sir.
Sige. Akala ko nawala ka. Sige lang. I just want to see kung asan yung folder mo, no? Yung kanina, dun sa console na tinype yun, ano lang yun, I wrote it because I just want to show you the title of our subject, just in case hindi nyo, I'm sure alam nyo naman yun, no? Pero sinulat ko lang dun para to tell you kung ano
sir.
yung, sige,
Ito
yan.
po yung folder, yung MCF212M.
Okay, sige, click mo yan. Click
Okay
mo
po.
siya. So mag-create ka pa ng isang folder dyan, sige. Right-click mo and then new, tapos folder, sige. Tapos iname mo siya na iname mo siya na EDA,
EDA.
EDA and underscore SQL. SQL, yan. EDA stands for Exploratory Data Analysis. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Okay? Sige, okay na yan, sige.
Yes, sir.
Then go back to R. Go back to R.
Yes, sir. Ito po.
Sige.
Can you see po yung R point?
Hindi ko makita yung R. Minimize mo yung mo.
Ito po.
Yan, sige. Okay, good. So, i-clean mo muna yung nasa console mo kasi baka malito ka dyan, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hindi naman talaga code dyan. Then go on the upper left, no? Sa source window natin, yung file sa taas dyan. File. There. File. And then new project. Ito yung create natin, new project. Yan. Click mo siya. Okay, so let's just wait, new project. And then yung new project wizard, magbubukas yan. Ayan, no? Tapos we're asked, saan mo ilalagay yung project na yan? Are you going to put it in a new directory? If you click this, then parang yung kanina, mag-create ka ng panibagong directory, just like what you did a while ago, no? Pero since na-create na natin yon, just go to the existing directory, no? So, i-click mo yung existing directory. Tapos, i-browse mo siya, hanapin mo yung EDA ulit. Saan mo linagay yung EDA mo? Yan. Yan. Click mo yan. Click mo. Okay. Okay na, no? So, sige, open mo siya. Yan. I-check mo, andyan, di ba? EDA SQL na siya, right? Doon
Yes.
sa project working directory. All right?
Yes.
Okay, so tuloy-tuloy na tayo, class, ha? I'll just use the screen of Rose. So, Rose, i-click mo yung open in new session sa ilalim. On the left. So everyone, please click open a new session, and then on the right, create project. Okay, so let's wait. Click mo nga sa taas, yung project, yung none. Click mo nga siya, Rose. Ba't ang tagal?
Sorry, sir, saan po?
Upper right, yung project none. Click mo nga yung arrow dyan. Sa taas, upper right.
Ito po.
No. Sa ano mo, sa R mo, sa R screen mo.
Sa our screen.
Sa R mo, sa R. Hindi dyan, kasi sa Zoom yan
Dito, sir.
O, sa R. Dun sa R. Nasa R Studio mo. On the upper right, sa taas ng console, makikita mo yung console. Sige, ganito na lang, no? Sige,
Console.
I'll ano muna. Sige. Tapos pag may question ka, Rose,
Apa.
please feel free to
Yes, sir.
to ask, ha. Sige. So
Thank
share screen ulit ako. Sige, it's okay. All right. So this is what we did a while ago, 'di ba? Nag-create tayo ng directory mag-create tayo ng project sa isang existing directory. So ilalagay ko siya, I'm going to put it in EDA SQL. This is what I created a while ago. So what we did through Rose is open a new session and then create project. Okay, currently, I'm not inside an R project. Now I'm creating an R project inside that directory, yung EDA SQL, no? So create project, click ko siya. Okay, so now it's creating. So dapat may lalabas na ganito eh, no? Kasi ibig sabihin, ano naman, nag-unstable na naman yung internet connection ko. Okay, hello? Okay, sandali ulit, nawala na naman ha. Let me share screen again. Please bear with me, class, no? I don't know why. Am I sharing my screen, class?
Yeah.
Is my screen shared? Shared naman, ano? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. So, ito na wala si source, di ba? I'll just click this, ito. Ibig sabihin, ito-double ko yung screen there. Andito yung source window natin. Okay. By the way, do all of you understand Filipino? Anyone who does not understand Filipino? Sorry for checking late. Everyone understands? Okay, so good, thank you. So I might be speaking sometimes in Filipino, but mostly in English. Okay, so what happened? I want you to tell me through chat, yes or no. Okay, I want you to tell me if what appears now in your screen is, take note of this. It's no longer the project none. It's now EDA SQL. This is the R project that we created. Okay, And if you take a look at your files window pane, here, what you'll see is EDA SQL.rproj. Ito na siya, no? And then here, a while ago, this was hanggang home lang to kanina, no? But now, it tells me where my working directory is. It's in C, users, admin, desktop, R projects, MCF212, 202, and EDA SQL. There you go. Okay. So now I'm in this environment. Okay. I'm in this environment where I'm inside this R project EDA SQL. All right. Kindly chat, please, if you're on the same page. Or if you have any questions, again, please feel free to ask questions. Don't be ashamed, class. Rose, nakuha mo?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so may ano na, naka-R project ka na ito, ha?
Po.
Okay, say good. How about the others? Paki-chat naman please kung yes. Yes or no. Just want to be, yeah, thank you. Assured. Okay, good. Thank you so much. All right. Now, why is it important to create an R project when we're working with R? Okay, precisely because it saves us a lot of trouble, especially when you're working with a particular file, whether it's an R script file or an RMD file, and then something happens, let's say power outage. Okay, or nag-conk out yung laptop mo or computer mo. Okay? So I've experienced in the past na I was working in an RMarkdown file. I already had several thousands ng line na ano yung file ko. And then nagka-power outage, biglang nawalan din ng power yung computer ko. So I had the unfortunate experience of when I opened my R, nawala na. Why? Because I did not create a project for that. So in this case, class, because we have a project, no worries, okay? No worries. The file that you're working on will not get lost even if you lost power. It will be saved. It will be saved. All right. So let's do this. Inside this R project, we can create several folders. So why don't we create a folder here? See, plus folder, let's click this. And maybe we can save images, plots. We can put in one folder any image or plots. Okay. So you notice that I created a new folder, images, plots. And then maybe another one, let's say raw files. So this can be your CSV file or Excel file. Just call it raw files for lack of a better term, or you may name it any way you want. And then I'll create another project for maybe for HTML. Okay, HTML. Okay, I can put it here. And then another folder maybe for R script. Okay. If I'm creating R script, I can put it here. R script or folder. Let's see, I put it in RMD. Okay, this is RMarkdown. Okay, there. And then you can create any other folders that you feel necessary when you're working on a certain project. Now, the objective here is just to organize your data so that you can easily, especially if already you have several files here. Okay, it can be quite cumbersome to determine or to find that file. So this is something that's really very helpful. Okay, so let's go here. Okay. So we said that this is our source or script window. Okay, and if I click this one, what are the things that we can create? We can create an R script. Okay, we can create a Quarto document. We can create a Quarto presentation. Take note, Quarto presentation, or an R Markdown presentation also, actually. Quarto presentation, this is PowerPoint, okay? Quote unquote PowerPoint, not the Windows, but this is like a slide organizer. And the advantage of this over PowerPoint is that this works in the R environment, which means that you have the slides, you have the text, you can have the image, and you can have the code. And you can have the output of the code. So if you're plotting something, you can have the slides itself and the plot of the code. So this is very convenient. Okay, this is really the way to go as far as presentation is concerned. And then you have R notebook and R markdown. Okay. April, i-mute lang kita ha, kasi parang nag-feedback. Okay. All right, R notebook and R markdown. All right, so if I want to open an R script, this is an R script. Okay, and just by way of review, an R script can be used, of course, to write your text. For example, square root of 28 minus, sorry, square root of 28, 25, 28, whatever, or 8, and then minus log of 42, okay, times e exponential of 3, okay, and maybe everything raised to the raised to the okay, 3/4 cube and then 4th root. Okay, so this is just a mathematical expression. In our script, you write it here. And then when you press enter or control enter, let's see, let's press control enter. You notice what happens. The code is transferred to your the code is transferred to your to your console window console. Okay, bakit kaya? Ano kaya nangyari dito? So ito 8, open and close parenthesis, exponential. Log 42 times y. What kaya? Not a number. Square root of 8 is okay. Log of 42 is okay. Log of 42 times exponential e to the 3rd power exp3 and then raise to the 3/4. Anyway, don't bother with that. That's not important to us. Just check, no? exp3. May value naman siya, no? Log of 42, syempre may value yan. Square root of 8, it has a value. May kulang ba? 1. This is okay, this is okay. Yeah, tama naman yung parenthesis natin. And then raise to the 3/4. Maybe raise to the 3 lang muna. Raise to the 3rd power. Control enter. And may value na siya. Kasi negative. I-plus na lang natin to. Plus. Plus. Negative kaya para pala yung and then 3. 4th root of this one. Control enter yan. May value siya. Okay, so we can do this in our script. The disadvantage of this is that the result, the output will not be found in your source window, in your script window. And usually the source window is what you use to write your text. So if you're writing, let's say, a paper, and you cannot put the output here, then it's not good. It's good to have a type of a document where you have the text here and also the the output. So for example, if I type plot, and then this is an example that I use in one of the classes, which are the video that I posted. Okay, I hope for those of you who are not yet into our you watch that, please. Okay, so plot pressure, and notice that the function is transferred here, the command is transferred here, and then plot, you have here the plot of the object pressure. Now, where did pressure come from? Pressure is a data, and it comes pre-packaged with R, which means that if you use R, you can access this data. In fact, let's take another function, summary, and then pressure. Summary will give us the 6-number summary, the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, the mean, the maximum. Okay, Control Enter, that's how you run this. Control Enter. And then what happened? Ano nangyari dito? And there. Okay, this is the summary of pressure. Okay, as I said, this will also deliver the output that you can generate in RMarkdown. Pareho lang, they can. The only difference is that this does not generate the output in the source window itself. It generates it in the console. And if you're preparing a paper, it would be good to have your text and your output in the same page. Okay, so what we can do is we can save this. I'll go back here, files. This is an R script. I can save it here. So how do I save it? File, save as. Okay, and it asks us where am I going to save it? I'll save it here, R script, and give it a name. I'll give it a name. Let's say just trial 1. Okay, trial 1. Save. All right. Now what do we see now? The file name of this was changed. A while ago it was untitled, right? But now it's trial 1 here. And if I check my R script here, there, I find it there. And if I close this, okay, so notice when I close this, environment occupies the whole space, and then I just click this, and the trial 1 is no longer available here. But I can go here to my EDA SQL and then go to my R script. In case I need this, I'll just click this. And then it will be printed here. Okay, so that's one advantage, class, of doing it in a project. Okay, anything you do here, whether it's an RMarkdown or R script, it will be automatically saved. Okay, even if you have not yet saved it, which I advise against, always save it in the folders that you created. Okay, so that way you don't also have so many unsaved R files here. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, and then next we can generate an RMarkdown here. All right, so let me discuss this very quickly. So we can just name it whatever, intro. Okay, and then author, can put my name, Bobby Byron Jr. And then take note of this. You have 2 dates here. Date here. If I uncheck this, you can type on the date here. You can type, for example, yeah, here, 2024-9/12. So this is September 12, 2024. And when you render this later on, rendering means to printing it. The date that will appear in your printout will be September 12, 2024. But if you don't want that, for example, you're going to print this 2 weeks from now. I think I got lost again. Okay. Share screen again is gone. I'm sorry, disengage yung ano yung it's not good. Maybe anyway. So intro, right? And then here you can put the date, or if you want when you render the document, if you want the date to be written on the date the document is being rendered or knitted or printed, then you click this one. And you notice that I can't change this anymore because this becomes a formula. This becomes a variable. Okay. And then what are the other things that we can do for RMarkdown? Using RMarkdown. Okay. I have to check once in a while if I'm still online. Okay, document, this one, we're creating a document. You can create also a presentation. Okay, if you click this, okay, so there are different types here. You can create a Beamer, a PowerPoint, a slidey. Okay, shiny is for websites. Okay, and then from template, this is something to do with the formatting of your paper itself. Okay, so I go here to let me return to document. Okay, and there are three default outputs: HTML, PDF, and Word. The default is HTML. For PDF, you'll have to download the Mac Tech, the tech for Windows, the tech software. It's free anyway, so you can just research on this so that you can knit or you can render PDF files or Word. You just have to have MS Word. Okay, so with this, I'm going to click OK and try to see what happens here. All right. Now an RMarkdown is generated, and an RMarkdown is totally different from an R script. Notice first of all that you have here your 3 dashes here, 3 dashes, and then the title, which I wrote a while ago, and then the author, and then the date. Notice that the date is not the actual date, but R sys.date. That's the formula, systems.date. Okay, so when you render this document later on, then it will automatically put the date on which you rendered it. Okay, let's spend some time with this one very quickly. Okay, this is what we call, let me just annotate this. Okay, wait, I think there's a question here. Cannot create R markdown. Okay, sige. Let me stop share. Rose, ano ulit? Kindly share your screen. Okay. Bakit wala?
Hindi po siya lumalabas yung katulad sa inyo.
Pag ganyan, most probably, sige nga, exit mo nga ulit muna. Most probably, you might need, say X mo sa dyan. Okay. Sige. Alright, then open mo ulit yung R mo. Okay, punta ka dun sa go to yung folder kanina.
Sa R din po ba, sir? Dun sa R Studio?
Hindi. Pwedeng dumiretso ka dun sa folder mo kanina, yung EDA. Okay, so I'm going to show you how. Sige, open the folder, yung EDA SQL.
Yes, sir.
Sige, open it. But you're not sharing screen, I think.
Ay, sorry. Here, sir.
Okay, so go to okay, click mo yung yung R project. Ba't naka-X siya? Ba't kaya naka-X yung mo?
Hindi ko rin po alam. Yung R history po ba?
Hindi. Yan yung EDA, that R project. Click mo nga yan. Click that.
Yes, sir. Tapos itatry ko po ulit.
Dapat mag-open yung yung kanina. yung R kanina. Hintay natin.
Ito po.
Hindi ko makita. Hindi ka naka-share. Ba't nag-X yung status mo? Sige, open mo yung R. Open mo si R. Okay. So ito naman, di ba? Ito. Subukan mo nga R kwarto.
Yung kwarto document, sir?
Kwarto document. Sige nga.
Ito po.
Nag-open yung kwarto eh. Sige, i-cancel mo yan. Sige, buksan mo natin yan. Sige, create mo nga, create. Create mo. Okay, a package RMarkdown. Yan, nag-open siya, no? So, okay yung kwarto mo. Sige, i-X mo siya. I-X mo. Don't save. Sige, open ka ulit.
Ay.
Try ulit.
Hindi po nag-run.
RMarkdown. Bakit kaya, no? I-clear mo nga yung ano, yung sa console mo. Clear mo, baka nagbibigay siya ng ano. Kindly repeat. Kindly click the RMarkdown.
Ayun po, sir.
Ayaw. Oo nga, no. That's a
Ayaw.
problem. So for this one, pwedeng dun ka na muna sa ano, sa, ang suggestion ko nito siguro, you'll just have to reinstall. I-delete mo muna yung R, no? After na lang ng class natin. And then you reinstall.
Ay, sir. Sige po.
Install mo na lang kasi baka may problema yung R mo na install. Baka hindi fully siya nag-ano, no? Baka pero nag-open naman si ano mo, nag-open naman si R studio mo. One more time nga.
Try ko ulit, sir. EN.
Sige,
Close.
sige. Ayaw, ano?
Ayaw po talaga niya.
Ayaw talaga.
Sige, sir. I-reinstall ko na lang po after the class.
Sige, i-reinstall mo
Apa.
Sige, sige. Okay. Sorry, Rose, hindi ko masagot, ano? So it must
Sige po.
be it must have something to do with the ano, with the
Yes, sir.
software, no? Sige.
Apa. Sige po.
Okay. And tsaka anyway, naka-record naman yung ano natin, yung klase natin. Okay. So let me go back here to EDA. Close ko muna itong RStudio na to. Yan, here. Okay. So, ito na, ay, wait. Ano ba yung sarado ko? Okay. Here. Okay, dito na lang. Buksan ko si okay. So as I was saying, class, this is our YAML, no? Ito, ang tawag dito YAML yan. Okay, asan na si Zoom? Ang mali. Asan yung tools ko ng R? Wala ah. Sorry. Hindi ko makita. Wait. Okay, anyway. Where is that thing? Nag-disappearing act. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so this is called your your YAML, no? YAML. Dito lang ako magta-type, ha? YAML. And it stands for yet another hierarchical language. Hierarchical language. Okay, YAML. And this is very important because it will, of course, aside from showing the title, the author, and the date and the type of output, you can modify your the format of your paper through this one. Okay, for example, this one HTML document because we chose the default a while ago, right?
Sir,
You can,
excuse me po.
sorry, yes?
Sir,
We
sir,
can
ayun po, sir. Sir, you're not sharing po, sir. Sorry po.
Sorry. Yun naman. Kaya pala, hindi pa ako nakashare. This is what I was looking for, yung Zoom na toolbox, no? Sabi ko, ba't hindi ko makita yung Zoom toolbox? Yung pala, hindi ako nakashare. Okay. Alright, so as I was saying, ito, class, this is your YAML, yet another markup language. So what is this for? The YAML is for, let's say, formatting. However you want your paper to look like. For example, you can put here the bibliography, some codes about the bibliography, and then it will control how your bibliography will look like. You can put here something about the table of contents. Okay, let's have an example for that. So this is very important, and this can only be found in an RMarkdown or Quarto document. Okay, and not in an R script. That's why we're saying that we're not going to use the R script, but rather just the Quarto or the RMarkdown. Okay, let me delete this one, clear drawings, and then exit here. So suppose we want to put the table of contents here. So that should appear in the output. So what you do is, this is just one basic example. Shift enter. Okay, so we put the HTML document in another line and then tab. Okay, kailangan naka-indent, no? Okay, HTML document, and then we can put another one. So you have to put here a colon, which means another one. Control enter. And notice when you control enter, naka-ano din siya, no? Naka-tab din. So under your HTML document, you can put here TOC. Okay, that's table of contents, and then colon, and then true. All right, so that's how you can put the table of contents, for example. Okay, and then what else? Ano pa ba? Yung pwede natin ilagay na yung depth, no? Yung depth, ibig sabihin, when you create, let's say, an outline, di ba, sa Word, pwedeng Roman numeral number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And under 1, you have A. Okay, and then under A, you can have another one, which is number 1 ulit, no? Okay, you know what I mean, no? Yung indentation, and yung mga headers natin. So when we say TOC, true, table of contents, and then we can also here put TOC depth. Okay, so you can put here anong TOC depth. Pwedeng pwedeng gawin natin 3, for example, no? Ibig sabihin ng 3, yung layers natin up to 3. Okay, or kung gusto nyong hanggang 6, no? Let's just put 4. Okay, and then you can put hindi, sorry, let me recall. Depth ba yun? Hindi yata, sorry. So let me delete that. Anong siya? Anong function siya? Hindi. Depth. I think it's a number of sections. Okay, we'll just have to check. I'm just class illustrating this, but I'm not so sure about the the real text. I'm sure about TOC. I'm sure about TOC depth. Your number of sections, so dapat may ano din to, there. Okay, control enter, and so on and so forth, no? I-backspace natin kasi dapat under HTML document yan. You can, you can put theme, no? Theme, pwede natin ilagay. Theme, marami ibang klaseng theme sa rule yan. You can just check it out for yourself. Sa common yung United. Okay? Alright? And then, yung three lines natin. So example lang to, class. No? Example lang. There are still many other things that you can put there. Bibliography. Okay? Kung floating outline ba yan, etc. Okay, and by the way, this one also, no? Ito pwede rin nating mabago to. Kasi you can identify kung anong format ng ano natin ng system state. But I'm not going to go there. We can format this. All right, just to say that this is so rich that we can, if we study this, no, we can spend some time studying this. Pwede na ano, pwedeng this can really sorry. This can really help you in creating your your document na hindi na ima-manual. Dito ilalagay sa YAML. So what other things can be placed here? Bibliography, etc. Kung anong type, kung APA format siya, etc. So I leave you, class, to explore what this can do. I just put it that way. Okay, then next, so this is the YAML. Next is your code chunk, this one. This is our code chunk. So what's the difference between our code chunk and what's the difference in RMarkdown and R script? The presence of code chunk. If you take a look at this, see R script walang ganito. See RMarkdown meron. And how is the code chunk written? You notice first there are 3 backticks here. Okay, and then 3 backticks sa dulo. So close niya yung initial backtick, i-close yung final backtick, final one. So if you don't close this, notice ano nangyari? Ang highlight, yung kulay niya highlighted hanggang dito sa dulong-dulo, no? Okay, so you have to close it, otherwise you might encounter an error term. Here, close. There. And you notice that iba yung nasa loob ng code chunk. The color shading of what's inside code chunk is different from the main body. Okay? All right, so how many code chunks do we have here? 1, you have 2, you have 3 code chunks in the default. So this is the default RMarkdown. And notice, how is the code chunk written? You have curly brackets and then R. Okay? This is important because now, PostSit or RStudio before can accommodate Python. Pwede na mag-Python dito. If I click this, okay, here, class, here. Python script, pwede na siya. So pag ganun, pag Python script, then it should be R, here, Python dapat dito. Okay, just so you know. And then after R here, yes, question. Yeah, ask Richard. Yet another markup language, that's true. No? Okay, then here we have setup. Ano tong setup na to? Okay, and then we have here another one, cars dito. And then we have here another one, pressure. Okay, before I discuss that, I just want to discuss with you, kasi ito, pag i-manual natin, backticks and then curly brackets and then R, sorry, small letter R, and then backtick again, okay? It's quite long, no? Mahirap gawin to, matagal, ang dami mo i-key in, no? May shortcut dyan, class. The shortcut is, anyone? What's the shortcut?
Control Alt I.
Control Alt I.
Yeah, correct. Control, Alt, and then I. So, subukan nyo nga, Control, Alt, I, press. Wala namang Mac dito, no? Kasi kapag Mac naman, Command, Option, I. So there you go. Shortcut, keyboard shortcut for the code chunk. Okay? So, all right, let's continue studying the code chunk. You have here setup. So what's this? If I go here, Sorry. If I go there, okay, ano ba ako? Here, setup. Okay, if I go here to the setup code chunk, you'll notice that below here, at the bottom of the source window, okay, it will reflect kung ano yung this is the name of this code chunk, okay, by the way. The name of this code chunk is setup, so it comes after R, space, and then you write the name. Here, no name, right? No name. Here, with the name cars, R and then cars. Here, R and then pressure. So that means that we're giving names to our code chunk, and that's very important because later on, if our file becomes very big with several lines of codes, it might be very difficult for you to find a particular code. For example, you'd like to change that, you'd like to edit that. How can you find it if you have thousands of code? The way to go about it is through the name. Okay, ito my name class, yun nyo. I go here, and here it defines its code chunk number 1. And the name of that code chunk is setup. If I go here, code chunk number 2, but it didn't reflect any name. Kasi wala tayong name na binigay. If I write here mode, take note, may name na siya, mode na to. And then here, let me go to code chunk number 3 here. There. Code chunk number 3, cars. And this one, code chunk number 4, pressure. All right. Then if I click this, notice that meron tayo ditong parang table of contents, no? Table of contents na mga chunks. And also this one, which I'm going to introduce in a while. So this one, chunk 1, chunk 2, chunk 3, chunk 4. Okay, so you may give your code chunks an intelligent name so that later on, if you're going to look for it, then it's easier to find it. Instead of just having to scroll down your R source, no? Our script. It's so difficult to find, especially if you have already hundreds. So to find the code chunk, go here. Then, aside from the code chunk, we have here some items here. What's this? What's that? Okay, intro, RMarkdown, including plots. Intro, we know, is the title. So it also reflects here the title here. The title is also written here. Their intro. Then aside from that, you have RMarkdown and including plots. Where are these coming from? They're coming from this one class, outline. RMarkdown and including plots. So you can find it here, RMarkdown, including plots, and where are they coming from? If we click here, class, there, click. Then notice, it brings us to this one. Click this one, it brings us to this one, including plots. Okay, and you notice something about them is that they have hashtags here. So in R Markdown, if you want to create a hierarchy, an outline, for example, diba sa atin Roman numeral number 1, that's the first one, it has to be written with one hashtag. If I write one hashtag here, I'll show you what happens. One hashtag, and then I write intro. Notice, as I'm writing this one, it's reflected here, right? Intro, there. So you now know that this is a first level, okay? First level header. Under it is our markdown, second level, okay? And another one under it is including plots, okay? But if I want to introduce here another another first level plots, you notice now that my plots now is in line with intro, the first level here. And then my including plots will be under plots here. Okay, then I can put here, sorry. Another one here. Formula, for example. Okay. Notice that it's under it's under plots. Okay. So should we give these names? Actually, no need. I mean, for example, should I put here 1? Okay, 1. If I do that, lalabas naman siya dito, no? And then 1, and then this will be 2. And this can be A, right? Okay. But actually, there's no need to do that because you can actually put here section. Sorry, I just forgot the code, but you can write here the sections, okay? You can write here a code for the sections, and then if you have the hashtags there, then R will automatically give it the section name, like 1 or A or B. You can identify the type, okay? So let's just leave it that way. But when you do your case study or your paper, excuse me, you can change your YAML, this one, so that it will automatically write the correct outline header, okay? All right, then we have another one. Okay, this one. Oh, this is a code chunk. How do you run code chunk? So let's just add another one, summary temperature. So for this one, summary cars. Summary is a statistical function which gives us the 6-number summary. If I run this, so all of these are inside the code. By the way, if I put here a hashtag, for example, descriptive stat, notice that this hashtag, which is inside your code chunk, is not reflected here in the outline. Okay, so any hashtag inside the code chunk is considered a comment inside the code chunk, and it will not be reflected as one belonging to the outline. Okay. All right. Now, how do we write a code chunk, especially for those of you who are new here? Can just go to the, suppose I'm going to run summary cars. So I can go here at the beginning or in the middle or at the end, and then press Control Enter. You should press Control Enter. Okay. And then it will now generate, it's now running. And then you can see here the 6-number summary for the 2 variables inside the cars object. Okay, so yung cars object, you have 2 objects there, 2 variables, speed and distance. If we look at, let's see, summary, let's use another one, empty cars. So this is a different file, okay? And these files all, I'm sorry, I got disconnected again. So share screen again, okay? I think I was here. I was saying that these are examples of data sets that come prepackaged with R, and we can access that. So a while ago, I ran summary of cars, and it gave us this first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, minimum, maximum, and also the mean. So this is called your 6-number summaries. And if I run summary empty cars, okay, so there are more variables in empty cars, in the object or in the data empty cars. Miles per gallon, cylinder, displacement, horsepower, etc. Okay, as compared to the cars, only 2 variables. So you can run each of the codes here inside the code chunk. Now, as I said a while ago, all the codes in RMarkdown has to be placed inside the code chunk. Okay, if you put it outside, for example, here, I'll write here summary empty cars. So this code is not inside your code chunk. If I run this, Control Enter, what happens? Okay, take a look. The code was written in the console. Okay, it's written in the console and it was run in the console. However, it will not run in your R source, in your source window there. Okay, And for example, you're creating this report and you need the output for that here in the source window itself. And you have to create your R code chunk. Otherwise, if you put it outside, it will not run inside in the source window. It will run in the console, but not here. Okay. All right. So let me just and then here's summary temperature. Okay, same thing. But if I want to run this together, so what should I do? There are several ways to do this. Number one, go anywhere here. And then instead of pressing Control Enter, you press Control Shift Enter. So Control Shift Enter. Okay, let me just put that here. Control plus Shift plus Enter in order to run everything in your code chunk. Okay, even if I'm just here, so you don't need to highlight it. No, you can highlight it and then press Control Enter, then it will run because everything is highlighted. But it's okay if I just go anywhere here in my code chunk and then Control Shift Enter. Okay. And then what happens? What's my error here? Object, sorry. Temperate, sorry. This one is wrong. It should be pressure. Stand corrected. This should be summary pressure. The object is pressure. You notice that when I just type press, then it shows what objects can be found starting with press. And here it's pressure. And then I just press. So it's coming from the datasets package. And press tab. You don't have to spell everything. And then let me go here again, here above. Control Shift Enter. Then it run everything there. Okay. So this is my summary for pressure. Or you can use this one. Okay, so this is run current chunk. This is the whole current chunk. Okay, but if this is highlighted, okay, I'll close this first. If I'm just highlighting here summary cars, and then if I run this, what happens? It will just run. Okay, what did it run? It ran everything. Okay, because here run current chunk. Chunk is the whole code chunk. Everything here. Okay. Here can click this. Ano sabi dito? Oops. Wait. Nag-meet siya, no? Here run all chunks above. So all the code chunks above will be run. Okay, and there's another one here. You can run. By the way, you can toggle off or on your outline. Click nyo to. Click, etc. Okay. Here, class above, you can see here run. If you click this, yan, pwedeng run selected lines. No? Ito yung Control Enter natin kanina. Pwedeng run current chunk. Anywhere you are in the code chunk, Control Shift Enter yan. No? Run next chunk is Control Alt N. Okay. Run setup chunk is the one above here, yung pinakauna. Okay, and there are other run all, Control Alt are all the code chunks. So you have the option to do that. Okay. All right, let me pause for a while and may I have your chat, please? If so far we're okay, am I going too fast? Feedback, please, class. Except Rose, no? Kasi, sorry Rose, dun sa...
Hey, sirs, I was able to, good.
Anong ginawa mo? What did you do?
Actually, nung inulit ko lang po ng inulit yung
Okay. So, hindi lang siguro nagra-run
process.
kagad, ano? Okay, that's
hindi
good.
po, sir. Nung parang pangatlo, pang-apat, parang nag-suggest siya to install yung particular
Ayun.
package ng RMarkdown. Tapos nakasunod naman po ako sa inyo.
Ayun, good. Okay, that's good. That's
Thank
good.
you po.
All right, okay. Okay, so the others class, are you able to follow so far? Pa-feedback naman kung yes or no, please. Thank you, Richard. Mariel, thank you. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Good. I hope you're able to follow. Okay, sana tayo ano sa code chunk. Okay, one other thing with the code chunk. One other thing with the code chunk here, you notice that after the name of the code chunk, there's a comma, and then include is equal to false. Okay, and then here, inside is of course the code, no? Just like a while ago, yung summary natin, summary cars, and here, plot natin yung pressure. This is what we did in the R script. Let's plot pressure here. Let's click this one. Okay, and it appears here in the code chunk, in the source window. Unlike the R script, no? Dito, nung nag-plot tayo, hindi lalabas yung answer dito. Hindi lalabas yung output. It will only appear here in your console. Okay. All right. So what other things do we find here? This is very important to us. Okay. Include is equal to false, include is equal to true, echo is equal to true, echo is equal to false. Okay, I'll not answer directly, but let's print this, okay, and I'll leave you to discover ano ba yung default. Okay, ang default, of course, include is equal to true and echo is equal to true. Pero what do this mean? Pag hindi natin linagay, if we don't put include is equal to false, it means if we don't put any include is equal to function, then it means that it's equal to include is equal to true. Okay, so let's close first the outputs. Okay, close on your output dito if you have. And then what are we going to do now? Let's suppose you're done with the document. So we can now render this. Okay, number of sections, I think, dapat yata lagyan natin to, no? 3. Mag-error pag wala ito. Number of sections, 3. Okay, what that means, AB, ano lang yan? First level, second level, and third level. Okay, hanggang second level nga lang nga tayo. Okay. Okay, you can put here, of course, another level by, lagay natin, sige, by putting 3 hashtags and then putting the title, whatever that is, okay, and put here another one, 3, Formula 1, I'm just inventing, okay, and you can put here code chunks, etc. This is just the skeleton of our RMarkdown. Okay, now if you see, look at the upper part here. Don't press this yet. If I click this, you have knit to HTML, knit to PDF, knit to Word. So you can have your choice there. I'll just knit it to HTML first. By the way, it's always good practice to save your whether it's R script or RMarkdown. So let's save this first. Okay, so file, save as, and here I go here to EDA, and I'll put it under RMD. Okay, RMD, and then let's say just put introduction. Introduction, save. Okay, you now see that it has now introduction.rmd. So this is an RMD file. The one that we saved a while ago is just your .r file. Okay. All right. So even if I close this once again, close ko, then what will remain is just an R script but I go here to my RMarkdown, click this, and then just click this. Okay, then it will open again. Okay. All right, so let's now click this, and I'm going to knit to HTML. If you click here, it will automatically knit to HTML. Click this one, and then notice here in the console, it's processing now. Processing. Okay, and then we have here argument of TOC depth. Here, okay? Sabi niya, argument of TOC depth must be a number of 1 to 6. Ito pala yung ano, let's put here 3 layers. Okay, number of sections. I forgot what this is. Anyway, so let me knit again. Knit. Anyway, it will give us an error term. Okay, execution halted again. It means number of section. Okay. So let me just delete this. I forgot really. I didn't really intend to talk about this. I just thought of giving an example now. So I think this will suffice. No? This TOC true. Okay. And then the theme. So let me run this again. I hope it runs now. So oftentimes that happens when you have something wrong with your YAML. Okay, now it generated this output here. So this is our title. This is the author. This is the RC's date, the date. And then you can see here the outline, table of contents. Okay, and then the text. So we wrote here yet another markup language. It's here. And then the code chunk is there. So all the text that you wrote here will be found here. Okay. Now, what happened? You have here intro RMarkdown. So where is that coming from? It's here. So this is the main heading intro. And then you have here numbered another one here. Plots also, if you take a look at our document, plots also have the same font as the intro. Okay, you can see here that it's very convenient to use hashtags because it will give us the titles and the subtitle. Okay, you can see here our markdown. So intro, I'm at intro. And then second, our markdown, and this is our text. These are text here. And then here, take a look at this. Summary cars, text also. It will not run the output, but inside the code chunk, let's see. Notice that there are technically three codes here, summary cars. So it wrote here descriptive stat and then summary cars, and then it generated the output here. Okay, so this is what I was telling you, plus with an R markdown. Okay, it's a text editor and an output editor also at the same editor at the same time. Okay, so you can see here the summary. Okay, mute lang kita, Rosa. Okay, and then what else? It also ran the second one. Okay, summary empty cars, and then the third one, summary pressure here, and of course it included the hashtag, the comment there. So everything class was run and it was printed. Okay, so this one we didn't include here. Include is equal to true or echo is equal to true because that was the default. Okay, now let's go down here. So we have our plots here, hashtag 1, hashtag 2, including plots, so lower, and then hashtag 3. Okay, you can notice the changes in the font. Okay, of course you can put names here through the YAML. Okay, I'll leave that to you. Then #2 formula, same as including plots, etc. And then take note of this. Here is text, but you can also embed plots, for example. Then this is a code chunk. Now, what's the difference between the code chunk here and this code chunk? Okay, the difference is equal to is that this one has echo is equal to false, while this one has by default echo is equal to true. So it's just the same as putting here echo is equal to true. It's the same. Or if you don't put it, then it's also the same, echo is equal to true, because that's the default. Here, we wrote here echo is equal to false. There. Echo is equal to false. And then here's the code, here's the function, plot pressure. Now you notice, it generated the output. It printed this one. However, it did not show the code. Okay, you don't see here plot pressure, unlike here, summary pressure. So now I think you're able to guess, what does echo is equal to false generate? Okay, and this one, about this one, include is equal to false, and then echo is equal to true. Okay, I'll leave you class to decipher what does this mean. Okay, echo is equal to true, and then include is equal to false. What happens when you combine that? All right. Okay, so what do we have now here? I'll go back here to files, and let's see what happened. Notice that, remember, we are using this RMD file, right? What did we need? This RMD file. And where is this RMD file? It's under EDA's SQL and RMD folder, right? It's under the RMD folder. And notice you have the introduction to our RMD, this one, and then the HTML output. Okay? You have this one. Okay, so if you want, because it's under your RMD file, if we click this here, okay, we can, of course, by the way, we can open this in view in the web browser. A while ago, this was opened in the editor, right? This is a viewer natin, no? It's a viewer here, it's here. Okay, but we can also open this in the web browser. Okay, click this one, view in web browser, then it will open now in your web. Okay, and then you can share this link to someone who you'd like to send this document. Then that person will be able to find this HTML file, this one, and he'll be able to see your output. So in your cases, okay, I said cases because last time, because of so many conflicts on my part, I was just able to ask for one case. Unfortunately for this one, this is a very important subject, time series. You'll have at least 2 cases and let's see, one research output. So that's the requirement for this subject. Okay, it's so that initially, okay, once again, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, share screen again.
Sir, question lang po.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Kasi nagkaroon po ako ng error kanina nung niran natin siya, yung need to HTML.
Okay.
Halted po ako. Ang error po is YAML.
Sige, stop share ulit ako. Rose, paki-share ulit yung screen mo.
Ito po, sir.
Okay. So let's see your HTML, your YAML. Depth 3, Theme United. Okay. Down, please. Let's see. Down. Okay, down pa. Tingnan natin baka may mistake ka sa baba. Okay, below. below. Looks good naman, no? Wala naman error. Okay, sige nga, kindly, ang sabi, error in YAML. Mapping values are not allowed in this context at line 5, column 16. Tingnan natin line 5. Sabi ang line 5, column 16, let's see.
Ito sir yung
Line 5. Nadoble kasi may HTML, tanggalin mo yung sa line 5 mo, yung HTML document.
ito sir.
Kasi sa ilalim may HTML document na di ba?
Okay.
Nadoble siya. Yan.
Okay, sir,
A
sige.
while ago, ang ginawa natin, in-enter ko yun, tapos tinab ko para ma-indent siya, napunta siya dito sa second line. Tapos under that HTML document, andi dito na yung mga pwede nating ilagay. Table of contents. Yung table of contents, marami yan ha. You can have a floating table of contents. I want you to explore that kasi maganda yan. Sige, pakinit na. Let's see. Okay,
Ayan,
nagpa-process na. I think this will be okay. Output created. Sige, tingnan natin dun sa files mo, sa files. Minsan hindi nag-aano sa view eh. Go here to files, sa below files, there. Andiyan na si HTML mo. Click mo yan. Click mo, and then open in the editor nga. Sige. Open in editor. Okay, sorry, mali not in editor kasi it will give us the code chunk, yung code ng ano, no? Ito yung code ng HTML, no? We don't want that. Ulit, paki-HTML. Okay, and then view in web browser. Done. Okay, so mag-open yan sa ano mo, sa browser mo.
Yes, sir. Naka-open na po sa browser po.
Naka-open na. Sige, good, good. Okay, so thank you, Rose, no? Keep those questions coming and I appreciate your questions. Okay? All right, so let's move on. I'll share screen again. Okay? A few more minutes and then let's have a break kasi medyo, I know that this subject, you'll need a few minutes of a break kasi nakakaano din it's also tiring, no? Nakakapagod din tong subject na to. So balik lang ako dito sa ano natin, okay? Here. Okay. Now, just a tip, no? Kasi dito nagko-combine na si RMD at saka si ano. What you can do is go back to your art project, yung ano nyo, EDA. Tapos dito sa RMD, you can just manually ito no, ito yung HTML. Control X natin, delete natin. Tapos i-transfer nyo na lang sa ano, sa HTML, no? Control V. So that may isang folder talaga yung mga ano, yung mga HTML nyo. Okay? Just ano lang. How do you call that? Record keeping lang. Record keeping. Okay, in fact, yung ano din, no? Let me go here to yung plot ng ano natin. Nakalimutan ko. I forgot to discuss that a while ago. So let me go here to this one. Yung plot ng pressure. Okay? So you can find it here below. If I click this, it will show in new window, di ba? Here. There. Okay? I think we can save this. Hindi yata. So hindi mo save, no? Or you can just pwede nyong i-copy, okay? But maybe the better method is this one. When you're plotting, class, it's best to, you can do it here in okay, here console. By the way, no, when you render, it runs here under render. So here in console, okay, notice that if I go to plots here, so I'll rerun plots, just arrow up so that it will, when you press arrow class, it will give you the previous codes that you wrote so that you don't have to type it unnecessarily kasi andun naman siya, no? Here, plot pressure and then control enter and take a look. I'm in my plots window here, control enter, and then it will plot. Okay, I can zoom it there. And then I can export. I can save it as an image or save it as a PDF. Okay, let me save it as an image. All right. So you can choose whether it's a PNG, JPEG, TIFF, BNP, etc. I'll just use a default. And then where? Directory, where? Okay, directory natin class sa ano, no? EDA. Okay. And then I can choose images here. There. EDA images. And then, no, this is folder. Sorry about that. Wait. EDA. What am I doing? Nagsisave na ba ako? Hindi pa. Cancel ko muna. Cancel ko ulit, no? And the directory is this one. Okay, the name is, let's say, pressure 1. Okay. And then directory, yeah, I think I should put it here. Click directory and then EDA, go to images and folder images, open under images, plots, pressure, and then save. Okay, and then I can click view plot after saving. So I saved it in EDA SQL under images. Okay, I named it pressure 1, image format PNG. You can, of course, you can change the aspect ratio. Okay, and then I'll save it. Yeah, if I go back to files, I go back here, EDA SQL, and then click my images. There you go. If I click this, so it will open as a new PNG file. There. Okay, any questions? Kindly chat, please, if you're able to follow. Okay, good. Thank you. How about the others? Okay. All right. In a while, we'll go on a break. But before we go on a break, the next one will be more on. Let me ask you a question. Who among you have made use of dplyr? Okay. Let's say yung filter function, mutate function, okay, etc. Okay, who among you have made use of this before? Pa-chat nga, please. So that I know how to handle the remaining part of the class. Because if all of you are very familiar with that already, then I'll just browse to it. But if not, then we'll go through it in a rational manner. Kindly chat, please. Yes or no? No idea. Thank you. Thank you, Rose. No, Renzo. Thank you. How about the others? Hello? How about the other 6 students?
Sir, what's the question again?
My question is, have you used this before, itong dplyr package, for example, using filter, mutate, etc.? Or have you used the NYC flights dataset before? So Richard, yes. NYC flights dataset, have you used this before in your other subjects? Okay, no. NYC flights, dplyr, no, thank you. How about the others? No, okay. I think apat pa lang yung sumagot. Okay, no. Okay, yes, nagamit mo na Cara yung ano? Mariel, dplyr, yes, but no NYC flights. Okay, good. All right. Okay, so thank you so much. We'll have a maybe, how many minutes of break do you want, class? Kayo na mag-decide. Maximum lang ng 15, ha? Hindi pa pwedeng 20. break. Let's have a 10-minute break. Okay, Ranzel, how about the others? Okay na ba yung 10? Okay, 10 is okay. Okay, Richard, 15. Sige, compromise na lang tayo, 12, no? 12 na lang. O, sige, mukhang carried yung 15. Sige, I think you need more, ano. Kasi medyo masalimuot din yung, ano, yung susunod, no? Okay, so before I forget, I'll first pause record. Let's continue our discussion by looking at a part of exploratory data analysis. That's also your SQL, structured query language, although technically magkaiba sila, no? Kasi SQL stands for wrangling your data, manipulating your data, working on your data to create new data out of that. Okay, so cleaning your data, that's part of your SQL. So I think I should put here SQL better. Iba kasi yung EDA. All right. So I hope you have opened your your RMarkdown. And for those of you who are new, R contains several packages. Packages are programs that were created by people knowledgeable in R. And there are around 21,000 from last count, 21,000 packages. These are very useful programs that we can use. So maraming packages about time series, maraming packages about econometrics, etc. So in order to create to access some packages, okay, you make use of, lagay ko dito control, Alt-I, okay. The command to install packages is this one, install the packages. Okay. So we're going to, yes,
How did you create po yung SQL po? Kinapi lang po ba yung introduction? Parang,
which one? This one?
eto pong file na to yung SQL po.
Hindi, sa akin to, no?
Okay.
I said, hindi, wala pa kayo nito.
Okay,
We're
thank you, sir.
going through this, yeah. But I said that you create a new RMD file. Tapos iname nyo lang na SQL. Okay, and then we'll go through this. Maybe not all kasi medyo mahaba to, no? Or yung continuation to next week na lang. Definitely we will not be able to finish this. Mahabang topic ang SQL, structured query language. All right, so let's start with installing the packages that we need. dplyr, okay, this is for SQL. And actually, itong dplyr and ggplot, it comes from a family of of packages developed by Hadley Wickham called tidyverse. Okay, so instead of installing dplyr and ggplot, what we can do is just install tidyverse. So how do we install packages? Use either single quote or double quote. Install that packages and then tidyverse. So let's install tidyverse. This one is a packages containing, it's a family of packages. It contains other packages. It includes dplyr and ggplot too. Okay, so this is one way to install packages. Another way is go here. Let me just discuss the other ways. Packages here. And then here install. Install, and then you can type here tidyverse. There. And since tidyverse is archived in CRAN, then it will be available here. So that's another way, or the other way is go here to tools. Tools, the first one is install packages. You'll arrive at the same thing here. Then type tidyverse. So for those of you, for the rest of you, this is nothing new to you, since we have already been doing this in the past. Then you can just install it here, or you can just run this. Okay, so several ways to install packages. So I'll click this, run current chunk, and you notice it's running here. Okay, and in my case, one or more of the packages to be updated are currently loaded. So I'm asked to I'm asked to restart R. Okay, so I will have to do this. Okay, so iba yung case nyo, no? So tingnan nyo na lang, class, yung case nyo. Do you want to restart R prior to install? I'll click yes. For some of you that this might not be needed. Okay, nag-update siya, no? Okay, umulit siya. Yung nag-enero dito. Okay, yes. Minsan, umuulit-ulit siya, tapos hindi naman, okay. Ayan, yan, I'll try another one, no? Yes. Pag hindi pa, actually, hindi ko na siya kailangan i-install, no? I should not have installed it anymore. Kasi, let me show you. Yan. Lagaan lang siya. Anyway, I'll not install it anyway. So, I think for Rose and isang classmate natin, Rose and, wait ha, Ranzel, were you able to install it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Richard, kinansel ko na. Okay, na-install na. So how do you know it's installed? You can check here sa packages and then type here tidyverse. Okay? So before, okay, hindi pa naka-install sa inyo yan, no? Ngayon, it now appears there. You only install a package once. So once you install it, that's okay. You can just update it later on. So what happens when I click this? Let's see. If I click this class, take note that it's equivalent to typing library tidyverse. Okay? So it's just like typing here, putting here in our code, library tidyverse. Okay, and then this is the result. So it tells us that these are some of the packages that are attached to tidyverse. Here you have dplyr. Okay, this is what we want to install. What else? Forecats, ggplot2, lubridate, per, readr, stringarm, tibble, tidyr. Okay, so these are the packages. I think there are more, no? It did not list everything. So these is a family of tidyverse packages. And then here, conflicts. What does this mean? What does this mean? So here we're told that there are two filters, filter and filter. So there's a package called stats, which comes pre-packaged with R. So if you once again type here stats, either kay Rose or kay, sorry, a short-term memory, grabe. I have to remember this. Ranzel, Ranzel pala. Ronel ako ng Ronel nasa isip ko. So, either kay Rose or kay Ranzel, okay, may makikita silang stats dyan. Kasi it always comes pre-packaged with R. Notice na wala siya dito, no? You cannot delete it kasi it's really pre-packaged. And then naka-check na siya, no? Naka-check na siya. Ibig sabihin, you don't need to load this. You don't need to library it. You don't need to require it. Okay? Kasi when you open R, kasama na lagi yan. Okay? And then sabi dito, si stats, may function siya na filter. So dplyr then may function na filter. Okay? So what will happen is that when you use filter, okay, ang magpe-prevail yung filter na function ni dplyr as compared to stats. Okay? If you want to use the filter of stats, pwede. You write it this way. Stats, double colon, and then filter. That's the way to go about it. But if you're just going to use filter, ito lang. Kaninong filter yan? Kay stats o kay dplyr? Kay dplyr yan. Okay? So, ganun din, no? All right. So, we have loaded si dplyr at saka si ggplot2. Okay na? Ito na lang si NYC flights, no? So, for some of you, wala to. So, let's install it this way naman. Install here. And then let's type NYC flights there. NYC flights. May 23 na pala. Okay. Signatin na natin 23. Click natin. All right. And then install natin. Okay, let me check kung pareho lang siya, no? Updated yata to. The other one is 2013. Now there's 2023, which is good, no? So let me look for that here, NYC flights. Okay. In my case, take note, there's NYC flights 23 and 13. So this is flights and other useful metadata for NYC outbound flights in 2023. Okay, so this was the older version. Okay, and then how do we make use of this package? Okay, either you type library or another way is require. Okay, require NYC flights 23. Okay, this is the same as library. So I'll run this in the console and notice what happens. So library required, they're the same. And I write the package. You don't have to put here the codes. Unlike a while ago, when you install packages, you need to put the codes. Here you can, here you can't. You don't need to put it, just this one. Okay, require, control enter. Okay, note what happened, class. Nag-check to, no? Nag-check siya. Okay. So we now have NYC flights. Okay, let me check. Okay, let's click this. Click. And let's see. Okay. So let's take a look at the description. What's good with R is that it gives us some information about the packages. Just like this one. So where did I go here? Baka I'm going too fast, huh? Just tell me, please. Diba? I went here, packages, and then I clicked this one. Oops, sorry. I click this one, NYC flights, and then it brings us here. So if you want the description file, go here. So what's this all about? Flights and other useful metadata for New York City outbound flights in 2023. Okay, so this is an update of the now 10-year-old NYC flights data package. It contains information about all flights that departed from the 3 main New York City airports. So sa New York kasi, 3 airports, yung LaGuardia, yung Newark, at saka yung New York mismo. Okay? And then we find here the author, si Hadley Wickham to, no? Si Hadley Wickham, siya yung author ng Tidyverse. Siya yung author ng ggplot2. Okay, this is a very prolific writer for R. Okay? All right, kasama si Chester Ismay, Simon Couch as authors. All right, then if I backtrack here, all right, so if you take a look at this one, NYC flights contain these objects. Ano to? If I take a look at flights, click natin yung flights. Ano sabi dito? So this is coming from NYC flights 2023, no? These are flights data. Okay. And it's a data frame. Okay, so for those of you who haven't watched yung data, please watch nyo, no? Before mag-klase tayo next Thursday, kailangan yung masundan. Okay? So ito na yung mga variables, yung year, month, day, departure time, arrival time. okay, schedule, departure time, etc. Okay, so ito yung mga variables niya. Okay, so let's go now to our lesson proper. So we have loaded the package, we have loaded the other packages, which are dplyr coming from tidyverse and ggplot2. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to learn structured query language, and SQL, ang modern na tawag sa kanya, data wrangling, which is transforming your data. So there are some very basic functions that come with structured query language. Andyan si filter, summarize, group by, okay, mutate, arrange, and then join. So we will learn some of this tonight. Okay, although limited yung time natin, definitely hindi natin matatapos to. But at least we'll have a taste of what this SQL, structured query language functions, does. Okay? All right, so I think I better share this with you. At least ito, no? Hanggang dito. I'll share some with you. Okay. Oh. Okay. Control C. I hope this fits. Chat. Control V. Ayaw. Kasi ayaw ni R pag masyadong mahaba. Yun ang mahirap kay R. So, again, iaano ko. I-split ko na naman siya. Ito yung pangit eh. This, Control C. Chat. Okay. Kindly copy na lang. Ano pa to? Nabitin. So this one. Okay. Okay. Control C. And then Control V. There. Okay, let's take a look at some of my notes here. Okay, as I said, we're going to use dplyr, which is a very important package coming from the family of tidyverse. Kapartner naman niya sa data visualization si ggplot2, yung kanina na ito here. This is grammar of graphics. This is very important for data visualization. All right. So benefit of learning dplyr, it's used in SQL. SQL, which means structured query language, and it's used to manage large databases. So you have, let's say, millions of rows. Tapos gusto mo lang ma-filter certain rows that follow a particular criteria based on a particular criteria. Madaling gawin yon sa using dplyr. Okay. All right. And we're going to use, this is very important to us. Sorry, class, the pipe operator. This is the pipe operator. Okay, now kindly first take a look. Dito nga, class, create another code chunk here, and then type view flights, pero ilalagay lang natin dito. Okay. Okay, so nag-error siya kasi hindi naman naintindihan ni to eh. Hindi siya naintindihan ni R, no? Pag ganyan lang siya. Kasi ma'am, let me go back to that later. Ito na muna, no? I'll go back to this pipe operator. So the pipe operator is used especially in SQL using dplyr for multiple operations. Kunyari, ang gusto ko i-filter mo muna yung coming from LaGuardia, and then yung month of July, and then month whatever like this, etc., etc. So when you have a series of operations, what you can do is come up with a very complex formula to generate your query, no? Pero mahirap kung yung formula natin complicated. So the good thing about this pipe operator is that it simplifies your querying. Okay, the pipe operator, this one, so slash, straight slash, and then greater than, is used to combine multiple operations in R into a single sequential chain of actions. Okay, in loosely speaking, this one is equivalent to is equal to, no? I'll show you that in a while. No? All right, so alam naman natin to, no, yung mga operators, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, not equal to, my exclamation point here. Okay. And then this one, this is or, and the end is end, ampersand is end. Okay, so you have this. This is not something new to you. So kindly write this class. I will not share this with you. Kindly create this object. Okay, where did this object come from? Yung flights na to class. Okay, let's first do this. Let's ask question mark flights. Okay, and then control enter natin. Control enter natin. And let's see here in the help function, here help. Ayan, ito yung kaninang tinignan natin, diba? What's flights? Flights is a data coming from NYC flights. Yan, flights data. This is on-time data for all flights that departed from the given airports. Yan. And then I showed this a while ago. A data frame with columns, ano yung mga columns siya? My year, my month, my day, which is the date of departure, my departure time, my arrival time, etc. So that's what this data contains. Now, for us to be able to see what this data is all about, we can use the view flights. Tingnan natin, ha? Now, before that, take note, this is the first time I'm discussing the environment here. If you take a look at this, nothing here, nothing burger here, class. But if we view now flights, control enter. Okay, let's wait for what happens. View flights. Then what do we have now? Automatically, ba? May nag-appear dito. Ano yung nag-appear dito? Itong data set na to. You notice here, this is, kita nyo yung spreadsheet na icon. This is data. Ito RM dito, di ba? This is R script. R script, RMD, you can see from the icon. This is data file. Okay? And then here it says showing 1 to 12, all 435,352 entries. So this is a relatively big file, but in big data, maliit na file lang yan. 435,000 rows lang yan of observation. Okay, 4,030. Okay, so this came from sa New York City, no? Anong year to? 2023. So pare-pareho lang yan. Month, so you have 1, akalis siya January hanggang December. And day, 1 up to 31. So mga 1 muna, tapos 2, etc. And then here, what's this? Departure time. This is 1. Now, mamaya titingnan natin, ano to? What does this mean? Departure time 1 is my 18, 31, 33, 36. Okay? It looks like chronological siya dito, di ba? 1. And then this one, the next flight is 18. So ang question, does this mean that ito yung first one, tapos is it 18 minutes after? Okay? So we will have to check from the metadata, no? Ano yung departure time dito? Okay? So dito sabi, actual departure and arrival times, UTC. Okay. Date of departure, departure time, date siya. Date of departure time at saka arrival time. Okay, pero bakit 1 tapos 18, okay, 2038? So if you have data like that, you have to we have to seek more, no? Ano kaya ibig sabihin yan? Kasi ang hirap naman natin maintindihan kung ano eh. Iba yung ano eh, sa 2013, iba. No? First time ko na nakikita to. No? So, I don't know really what that is. Aaralin pa rin natin, aaralin ko pa rin kung ano yan. Yan, okay? Anyway, let's continue so we can check the origin also and find what these figures mean. So this is departure delay. So yung delay naman malamang ano siya. Okay, departure delay, departure and arrival delays in minutes, no? Negative times represent early departure and early arrival. Okay, so for this flight, ano index nito? Wala siyang, ito yung index niya. Flight number 1 dito sa list natin. Okay, 2023. This is January 1. Sabi dito, departure time 1. Scheduled departure time is 2038. Tapos departure delay is 203. So this means that this flight was delayed by 203 minutes. Ilang ano yun? 203 divided by 60. So that's 3 hours, no? 3.4 hours. Tagal. Na-delay itong flight na to. Okay? So, ito yung mga delays, positive numbers, pero ito negative 6, ibig sabihin, negative 6 divided by 60, so 6 divided by 60, ano lang yan, 0.10. No? So, 0.10 hours. 6 minutes ahead of schedule to umalis. Okay, so that's what this means. Yung arrival time also, okay, ito yung mga delay, no? Delay ng arrival time. Yung iba, ang lalaki, no? Arrival delay pa lang. I apologize. Ito pala yung arrival delay, yung late. Okay. Then carrier, okay, ito yung mga, kung ano airline to. And then flight number, tail number, origin. Okay, ito. Newark, JFK, and LGA LaGuardia. Tatlong airports dito. So, these are all outbound from New York, no? Either Newark, and then anong destination? Ito, yung mga destination niya. Okay, airtime, how many minutes dun sa air? Hours, minutes, flight to, no? 20 minutes and 38. Okay. And then we have time hour here. All right, so ito yung data natin, no? That's our data. Okay. So, let's go back here. Let's now filter rows. Okay. So what's filter all about? When you use the word filter, this is one of the easiest, no? Easiest, because it simply means cleaning your rows. This cleans your data set to only those rows you care about. Okay? So in other words, yung mga rows of data na hindi mo kailangan, we can just remove that by filtering. Okay? So filter natin. Anyway, I'll just share this with you. Although I didn't want to kasi gusto kong kayo mismo nagre-research ng filter. But anyway, andyan na siya. Okay. All right. So this is the instruction. I'm going to share with you the instruction. Oops. Okay. I don't want you to see the answer muna. Let's think about this. Create another code chunk. Control C. And put that, put this comment in the code chunk, Control V. All right. Sige, ano daw gagawin? Create an object called Alaska Flights. Okay? So we're going to create this object called Alaska Flights. And gagamitin natin yung flights data set natin. Okay? And by the way, let's, before we go there, punta muna tayo dito sa ano class. I haven't introduced yung another important function called structure. Okay? Structure flights. Let's run this. And then what does it tell us? Okay. Structure STR flights, no? And then it tells us that this is a table. Okay, maintindihan itong table class pag pinanood yung data and data structures. This is a special table. So what does it contain? $year, which means ang dollar, ibig sabihin, $year, which means this is a variable inside that flights. Kasi nag-structure tayo ng flights, no? Structure flights. And flights is a table, it's a special table consisting of 435,352 rows and 19 columns. And siya, tingnan nyo. Table, data frame, table, data frame. Okay? So this is the type of object flights is. So ang number one variable niya, year. And it's integer. Okay? And there are 435,000 observations. Ito yung list ng first 6, 2003. And then ito si month, $month means this is inside the flights data set. $day, etc. So it just summarizes to us what you can find inside. Okay? What you can find inside the flights data set. Some are character here. Si carrier, di ba? UA, DL, B6, etc. So it's not numeric. Okay? So also, by the way, may distinction between integer at saka numeric. No? Integer cannot take on a decimal place. Si numeric can take on a decimal place. So ito, carrier character variable. So, sorry. A tail number, character then. Maraming characters, maraming integers, maraming numeric. So this is the composition of our flights data set. Okay. Then we can also use yung what we did while ago, yung summary. Summary ni flights. Okay. So let's run this. Control Enter. Okay. Then you can see here quite a lot, no? Kasi 19 variables to eh. So ito, since year, pare-pareho lang naman yan. So minimum, maximum, pare-pareho lang. Ito naman si month, although this does not make any sense kasi month lang to, actually label to eh. January, February, ang 12 dito yung December. So you don't actually need to get the minimum, maximum, etc. And then ganun din si day kasi day 1 up to day 31. Okay, ang mga importante dito, for example, yung let's say departure delay, no? Ang minimum is -50, which means may isang flight na nauna ng 50 minutes or 50 out of 60, that's 5-6 hours. Okay? Tapos ang pinakamalaki, ito, maximum. May na-delay ng 1813. So ilan yun? 1813, 1813 divided by 60. Ilang hours yun? 30 hours. Siguro ano to, may either may bagyo or may sandstorm, may winter storm, etc. And you can see here that there are many missing objects also. NAs, walang laman. NAs, walang laman. Part of EDA is to deal with these missing values. Okay. All right, so this tells us something about our object flights. Okay, back to our dplyr. Sabi dito, gusto natin mag-create ng isang object. We'll call the object Alaska Flights using the flights dataset. And then if i-filter lang natin yung galing sa Alaska. Okay? Or the carrier variable to only include AS. All right? So tingnan natin flights. And then may carrier dito, di ba? Okay. So dito ang sabi sa atin, yung carrier. AS is Alaska Airlines yata, no? Okay? So gusto natin mag-create ng isang object, Alaska Flights, and it should contain not 4,335 observations, but only those that contain ang carrier niya AS. So ganun lang kasimple siya, class, no? And this is where dplyr comes in. So I want you to write this. All right, take a look at this. So sulat ko din para So write with me, Alaska _ flights. So this is an object that we want to create. Now take a look at this. Ito class, you have this there. Less than and minus. Ano tawag natin dyan, class? Those of you who are my students, what do you call that symbol? Unmute na lang, please. What do you call this, class?
Assignment operator.
Thank you. Yeah, you're correct. Assignment operator, yan, no? Assignment operator. Okay? So you can type it, long cut na, okay? Less than, shift, less than, minus. Matagal yun. Shortcut, alt minus. Okay, so shortcut nito, assignment operator is alt and then minus. Okay? All right. So this is called assignment operator, which means that we are assigning whatever is on the right, the value on the right, we are assigning it to an object called Alaska flights. Okay? All right. So let's start. Take a look at this, at the advantage of using dplyr. So ang sinasabi nito, flights muna, no? Flights. Okay? And then, ito class, ito si and then. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung pipe operator. Okay? So you use flights and then filter. Okay? So notice how parang grammar, no? Grammatically parang English yung yung pag-create ng function na to. So I'm creating this object called Alaska flights. And what does Alaska flight contain? It contains from the flights and then you filter. So ganun lang, no? Ganun lang siya, no? From the flights. And then this is and then. So how do you write that? Okay, the old name is this one. Okay, sige. The shortcut for the pipe operator is Control-Shift-M. Okay, so let me write here. Hashtag, kasi comment, pipe operator. Okay, this is Control plus Shift and then plus M. Okay? Okay, Control-Shift-M. There. Okay? Any questions so far? Any questions? Wala? No questions? Are you getting the same thing? Sure kayo, you're getting this?
Yes, sir.
Especially for the new students. Ayan, thank you. Kay Dax, iba din, no? So, most probably, for those of you who have not adjusted this, you'll get this symbol. Okay? Why? Because this is the old symbol of pipe operator. So, if ever you see this symbol, pipe operator din yan. Binago lang nila, ginawa nilang ganito. So, how do we make it updated? Go to tools here, tools. Okay? Global options. Tools and then global options. Okay. And then let's go to code. Ito, class. And then this one here. Use the native pipe operator. Ito na. No? Ito na yung bago. Yung luma kasi yung percentage less greater than percentage. I'm sure R.1 naman yung mga R nyo, no? So you have to click this, all right? Click that. Okay. And then okay. And then balik kayo class. Balikan nyo to. And then Control-Shift-M ulit. You should have that now. And comment please if you were able to get it. Thank you, Shari. So you should be getting now the the pipe and then greater than. So kindly chat please if you were able to get the new version of the pipe operator. Okay, good. All right, so we can now understand this. You can also understand this. Okay. Okay, then shift enter lang ako dito. So, ang sabi dito, class, flights, and then what? And then filter. Yan, simple and simple. Filter. Remember that what does filter do? Filter will remove all the rows or just choose the rows that you want. Okay, filter what? We're going to use the carrier. Okay, take note yan, no? When you type carrier, you can see here that R knows that there's such a thing. Lahat ng CA, sinama niya si flights, yan, no? Carrier. Okay. And then we don't have to identify that this is coming from flights. Why? Because we already defined that this is coming from flights. Di ba? Sabi natin, use flights and then. Kaya nga automatically, na-sense niya, nalaman ni Arion, and then, binigay din niya lahat ng CA kasama dun sa galing kay flights. Okay, so carrier, tab. Oh, sorry. Carrier, dapat tab to. Tab, yan. And then, is equal to. Now, take note, in this case, yung equal to natin, dalawa. So for now, yun muna, ano nyo na, minsan nag-error pag isa lang. No? Okay? So there are times when 1 equal to is okay, and there are times when kailangan dalawa siya. Okay, and then carrier equal to, di ba, AS, di ba? Alaska, and be careful, kailangan capital kasi yung mga flights natin, yung carrier natin lahat capital. Okay, so, ganun lang class, no? Ganun lang siya kadali. This one. Alaska flights, create this object, and then use flights, and then filter natin si carrier dapat AS. Okay, and if I run this, control enter, okay, what happened? Take note here, okay? Nagkaroon tayo ng object dito. Ano yung object na to? Alaska flights. And what type of object is this? It's a data object. It contains 7,843 rows of observation of 19 variables. Can we see this? Yes, click nyo to, or click it here. Let's click this one. Clicking here, class, is the same as, tingnan nyo, ano nangyari dito? Clicking here is the same as, ano yung function na yun? View din, no? View Alaska flights. Okay, here, Alaska flights to. And then, take a look at the carrier. Carrier, lahat yan AS. Hanggang dulo, AS lahat yan. And the 435,000 plus rows were decreased to 7,832, which consists of all the flights by AS going carrier, no? Coming from New York. Kasi ito lahat outbound lahat to eh. These are all flights coming from, the origin is either JFK or Newark or yung LaGuardia. No? Okay, let me pause for a while. Kamusta naman class? Kamusta naman si filter? Paki-chat naman kung naiintindihan natin si filter. So filter is very important. You can filter several categories. No? So filter lang class. It's very important for structured query language. You have a big set of data. You're only interested in a certain particular criterion, then filter. No? Filter will remove unnecessary or unneeded rows. Of course, the object, the original object will still be maintained if you create a new object. Now, how about the others? I'm not seeing your feedback, please. Are the others able to follow? Okay, I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, let me show the code again. Simple lang, di ba? Simple code, and yet we were able to reduce the 435,000 rows plus rows of observation to just 7,000 plus. Okay, so waiting for your response, class. May question ka, Dax?
Sir, good evening po. Sir,
Yeah.
nag-error po ako
Sige,
kaya
sige.
not found.
Okay, sige. Tingnan natin na i-ano natin. Stop share ako. Okay. Sige. Kindly share your screen, please, Dax.
Okay po, sir.
Okay, let's see. May I see your flights data set? Tingnan ko nga. Flights data set. Yung carrier. Andyan naman siya, di ba?
Opo.
Wait, bakit? 35 to 45, okay. 435,000 rows. Tama. No? Okay, sige. Balik tayo dun sa, sa SQL. Alright, so Alaska flights, and then, tama naman yung spelling mo ng flights. And then, filter. Ulitin nga natin sa console muna. I-type mo nga, i-type natin flights. So, type mo siya. Control Enter. So, andyan siya, no? Okay. Okay. Sige, ulit. Punta tayo sa script window natin. I-X mo nga muna yung error. Sige. And then, punta ka sa dulo, Dax. Dplyr. Sige, tinan mo nga, punta ka sa packages. Packages. Type mo dplyr. O, hindi pa naka-check, no?
Oh,
Ay, hindi talaga mag-run siya kasi yung filter that's coming from dplyr. In-install mo ba si Tidyverse? I-ano mo nga,
sir.
packages mo, and then type Tidyverse. Tingnan ko kung...
Ito po, sir.
Okay, na-install mo pero hindi mo siya na-load, no? So, yan,
Apo.
very good. Thank you, Dax. Thank you for this lesson, okay? So, importante,
sorry, sir.
yeah, it's okay. It's, if you install a particular package, it does not automatically mean that you'll be able to use the functions of that package. You have to load it. How do you load it? Use library or required, okay? Or click here. Type the package name and then click. That's equivalent to loading. So you should be able to get that now. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Richard suggested that maybe this was not installed. Okay, so balik nga ulit, Dax. Okay, run mo na siya. Magra-run na yan. Okay. Take note now, Dax, di ba sa ilalim, andyan yung Alaska flights mo. No? Yan na siya. LAT
Yes,
AS
sir.
na. Okay, good. Good.
Sorry, nalimutan kong i-run to, sir. Ito,
No.
17 to 20.
Okay. Maganda yung nagko-question kayo kasi we learned from that, no? If you had remained silent, sayang, hindi natin maaan yung lesson na yun. Okay? Thank you, Dax. Thank you for that question. Sige, mag-share screen na lang ulit ako, ha? And it's practically almost time. Pero, saan ba ito? Where am I? Naka-share screen ba ako? Okay. All right, let's have a few more, a few more questions, no? Let's complicate it a bit. Okay. Ito naman, class. Sige, subukan nyo nga kayo nito. Okay, I'll share with you the question, put it in, oops. Ayaw kong pakitasin ako. Kita nyo na yung sagot. Para exercise sana ito. Create an object, ang tawagin natin Portland flights. It will include all the flights from New York City to Portland. Ang name ng Portland is PDX. And then i-view nyo yung dataset. Sige. Let's quickly do this. I'll chat. Okay? Sige. As an exercise, kaya niyan, no? Alam naman natin na ang i-filter natin yung PDX. Pero saan si PDX? Saan si PDX? Okay, so dito siya class, no? It should be destination. Okay, it should be destination. All right, sige, I'll give you a few seconds to do it. That should be easy. Just it's like the other one, filter din siya, no? So create na naman tayo ng object and then use flights again. Okay? Everything will start with flights kasi yun ang data natin. Okay? Unless, for example, you have this si Alaska flights, yun ang gagamitin nyo, din dapat ang sisimulan yung Alaska flights. Okay? And then yung filter natin, this time, it will not be a carrier, but it will be dest. Okay, kindly chat please, ilang rows yung new data, new object na na-create nyo. Kindly please chat. Ilang rows of observation, Richard? 1.9, what do you mean by 1.9? 19, okay. Thank you. How about the others? Are you getting 1,900, just like Richard? 1942, okay, siguro round off mo lang, Richard, no? 1942, okay, thank you. Renzel got 1942. Okay, how about the others? Okay, Shari, thank you. Okay, let's give a few more seconds to your classmates. Marielle, same. Okay, good. Okay, good. Mark, okay. Okay, good. So I think everybody got it. 1942, let me validate that. Okay. So ang code will be, ganito lang, pareho lang, no? Portland flights, and we're creating this, assign it to flights, and then filter where the destination is PDX. If I run this, so andito na siya, no? Yan. 1942. There. Good. Okay, a few more minutes tayo, ha? A few more minutes. I hope you don't mind. But if you need to go, okay lang kasi naka-record naman ito. Alright, ito, mas mahirap-hirap, no? Okay. So I'll give you then another few minutes. Okay. Oops. Nakikita nyo eh. Okay. There. Para hindi nyo makita. Okay. So this now filtering multiple rows, no, multiple columns, no? Multiple na to. Okay, so filter flights for all rows that departed from JFK. Madali yan, no? Alam natin na from JFK, so asan yun? Here, di ba? Origin. Okay, ano pa? Heading to Burlington or shuttle. O may or tayo dyan. So sa taas, di ba, ang or, you have to use, hindi yung end. Dapat ito class, no? Pag or kasi, ibig sabihin that any of the condition, so pwedeng Burlington, pwedeng ano. Yung end kasi, dapat strict condition, dapat pareho sila. Ito hindi, no? Okay? So, and then, ano to? Heading to Burlington or Washington, ayan yung mga pangalan, BTV or C. And, meron pang isa, departed in October, November, December. And let's call it BTV. This is Vermont. Okay, Burlington. This is shuttle flights during fall, October, November, December. Okay. Sige, I'll give you a few minutes. Yeah. And then we compare. And then, i-chat nyo class kung ilang rows of observation ang na-generate the BTV. Sorry, once again, disengage na naman yung, okay. All right, kindly chat how many rows of observation we have. And we'll end in this. So filter pa lang tayo yung mga susunod, yung mutate, yung others, no? Yung basic lang titingnan natin. So you'll be needing this also. Kahit sa research nyo, kasi yung data naman does not come clean. Any guess? Not guess, ano pala, yung try it, no? And then share natin answer natin, and then compare tayo. There are, of course, different ways to do this, no? Let's just get one. Importante naman, whatever way you do it, as long as you get the correct answer. So dapat yung destination dapat natin dyan, BTV lang or C, no? Either BTV or C. Tapos dapat yung mga months, dapat yan yung 10, 11, 12. Kasi yung, hindi naman nakalagay month na OCT, ang nakalagay. Ang mga months, saka number yata, yan. Diba? 1, 2, 3 hanggang 12. Pause ko lang yung recording. Remind me to continue it later on. Okay. So it's actually simple, and there are different ways to do this. There are different ways to do this. Let's just discuss one. Okay, so take a look at this class. So this is our object. Okay, BTVC flights during fall. Okay, start with flights, and then we filter. What do we filter? The origin should be JFK, right? And the destination the destination could either be BTV or, see here, or, right? Let me increase this. Or SEA, okay, shuttle. And the month should be greater than or equal to 10. Because as I mentioned a while ago, di ba? Ang mga months natin, 10, 11, 12. So pwede to. Okay, take note of these three important dalawang end, no? But inside here is your OR. Okay? So if let me do it this way. So isang buong filter kasi to, no? Yung filter natin, yung origin dapat JFK, and the destination should be either BTV or SEA. Okay? Ilagay ko to dito. And tapos yan. And the month should be greater than 10. And then let's view this. I'm going to run this. And we have here, okay, 1192. Yeah, tama si Renzel, no? Thank you, Renzel. You're correct. 1192. Is this the way you did it? Pareho lang? Or you had another method? Renzel?
Almost the same po.
Almost the same. Okay. All right. So, okay, we'll stop here, class. Okay, let me stop sharing. Pause, stop recording.